Julian Sanders from London Drugs with us again today, our high-tech go-to guy. And today we're talking about cleaning your computer and keeping your computer station clean. Not necessarily tidy, because I would fail that test really quickly. So nice to have you here. And off camera you were telling me, I know we're going to start off with a keyboard, but sometimes you find some pretty interesting things in keyboards when they come into the store.
That's right. Yeah, we service all brands of laptops, and we take off the keyboard to get at the components, and sometimes it looks somewhat like a dinner plate.
So hey, look, I can't point fingers, because I know I eat at my desk, I eat it in front of the computer when I'm at home, and so you sort of sweep those toast crumbs and things away, but you know, you got stuff on the inside in between the keys. So what's the easiest way, the smartest way to do this? I shouldn't say easiest. What's the smartest thing to do?
Well, canned air is one of the surefire ways to get it out. It doesn't matter if it's a keyboard on your laptop or your desktop.
Okay.
So I brought along just a regular full-size keyboard here,
okay.
And you can see that it's not exactly clean, doesn't look too bad. And so what you want to do is make sure you hold it up at a 90-degree angle.
Okay.
So gravity will help you get the stuff out, and then you just, with a nice can of compressed air, through.
I saw a few chunks of stuff flying out of there, yeah.
You can see some stuff come, so that'll help get rid of anything that's preventing the keyboard from functioning properly.
Because that's the thing, is that people may forget, you get those kind of greeblies in there, and they can break down, and they can actually impede what you're doing with your keyboard.
Yeah, and if you have stuff on the surface, because there's always bacteria and things, there's these wipes. You can get a whole container full of them, and you just, when your computer's off, you just grab it, and you can wipe down the keys, and it gets rid of all the grease and everything else that's on there.
Now, someone's going to say, well, wait a second, could I just use, a generic brand like Wet Wipes or something like this? Does this have some sort of ingredients that make it better for computers or anything like that?
It does, yeah. It looks really wet right now, but it dries clean. If you use something that was designed for wiping down people, it doesn't necessarily dry cleanly. So it can leave a residue behind that will eventually wear out the plastic.
So something that's good for a baby's bottom is not necessarily good for your keyboard.
That's right, yeah.
There you go.
There's a pledge that's safe for electronics. That's fine on the plastic components of your computer, but never use it on your TV screen or your monitor.
Okay, well, see, I'm glad you brought up the TV screen and monitor, because we might as well go there next. A good way. Can we talk about the tube there? Sure.
This guy here is really neat. It's stored up in a little plastic tube, and then you just pop it open, and it has the spray inside and a microfiber cloth that's safe. And this guy, you can shoot the outside of your electronics. Just open up a laptop I brought along here, and then you could shoot that on the screen. And you can shoot directly with some, not with others. It depends on the fine spray.
Okay, so I've got that on there.
And then wipe it down. This manufacturer says their spray is fine enough for the screen itself. And when you're done, you just store it all back in the tube. So this is what you would do for your TV.
Now what about, we soon talk about cleaning, but this is strictly for screens. Like if I wanted to say, like, I want to clean off my keyboard, I wouldn't use this. I'd use one of those wipes.
Right. It's better that way. You don't want to get the liquid right into the keys. It can hurt the electric components. So you could spray the cloth first and then wipe the keys. That's how most of the screen cleaners for your television work. You spray the cloth first, then the screen. Okay.
Well, good enough to know. Now we're going to have about 30 seconds here, and when we come back, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about some particular cleaning products that are very specific to the products you have at home. And as well, we're going to find out how they can clean up your iPad, and not your iPad, your iPod. I guess you could clean up your iPad too.
Yep, same thing, yeah.
Same thing. All right, when we come back, we'll be back with Julian Sanders and do more cleaning. All right, we are back, and we're talking about a particular product that is specific to the type of computers you have, or handheld things, and Julian Sanders, of course, from London Drugs. Now, this one is specific to Apple products, is that right?
Correct, okay. Yeah. There is a special coating on a lot of Apple products to make them more durable, and if you use the wrong cleaner, it can degrade the coating. So it'll look worse over time if you use the wrong cleaner. Now,
I know you brought in your iPad here, iPhone rather, and it was scratched up a little bit. And basically, these look like wet wipes. They're not wet wipes, but basically crack it open and shine it up.
Yep, you got it. Yeah. So this is a two-step process. Basically, it's a special wipe. So this is my old iPod, but it's the same thing for iPhones and even the iPad, which is a little bit different to clean. So this guy has wet wipes, and if you see in the right light there, it's fairly scratched.
Yeah, a little scratched up.
The more you do this, the better it will look. So you just wipe it down. That also also will get rid of all of the germs that's on the device.
That's actually something that I think is really interesting because, and we use this for like keyboards, things like that as well.
You could, yeah. Everything over the holidays tends to get handled a little bit more, and you never know what's going to be on there, right, with cold and flu season. So doing this a couple of times a week is a good idea. If you're passing around your iPod or iPhone to show off things at the holidays, you might want to clean it up to make sure that everybody's stuff isn't left behind.
Exactly, very good. And just before we go, happy holidays to you. And secondly, you're also saying that that you can use the canned air to clean off things like cell phones because they get crudted up too.
You got
like Blackberries.
it. Yeah, Blackberries, where your battery goes, just give a nice little about from 3 inches away, gets rid of all that stuff.
Good stuff. Thanks so much, Julian.
Thanks.
Happy holidays to you.
Happy holidays to you too. Thanks.
You bet. And now it's time for E-Talk.